I can say you're my
Of
friend.
course. Creating live broadcast is what they're saying now. Just wait for a minute or two to see if people are coming in.
For me, it says comments not available. You don't have access to the comments. That's how it is.
For me, there's no
Uh,
comment. Maybe because it's
the
my thing.
host will have. Okay, okay, cool. So we have somebody already.
So nice to see you online.
Seriously, yeah. Same here, same here.
And
The recharge is the same. The power has the
yes,
same power when we meet physically. One solo Sonal and one solo Vasundhara, already they have that charge, and now suddenly together means explode.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I think without wasting time, we will start off. People will keep joining in. People may also look at this later on because some of them would be working now.
Not
So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another session of Expert Speaks. And today we are in conversation with this phenomenally dynamic woman, Vasundhara Jakka, and she's on the expert seat today. So before we move forward, I would like to give a quick introduction. I mean, I know it's not possible to give a quick introduction about this woman, but I will try to do justice and sum it up in a bit and tell you who Vasundhara is. Okay, so Vasundhara basically is a graduate in pharmacy and a postgraduate in human resource management and organization development. She conducts workshops on varied subjects and a lot of topics ranging from communication skills to confidence building, attitude training, public speaking, presentation skills, stress management, conflict management. Oof, the list goes on and on and on. You all must listen to this, okay? Vasundhara is energy and enthusiasm personified. And who says this is her participants. And I will vouch for it because I have been a participant on her sessions. So I can vouch for this. Vasundhara is a founder and CEO of Mindspark Consultants. And she is the founder of this very wonderful initiative about which we are going to talk to her today, Read to Lead. So without wasting much time, I would like to welcome Vasundhara on the show and then hear it from the horse's mouth. So welcome,
Thank you. Thank you, Sonal. What a lovely introduction. Oh my God, already charged. Huh? You've raised that bar so high already.
Of course.
It's wonderful to be here. And congratulations on starting this superb initiative. And the energy is always seen. The earlier interviews also have seen, they've been taken so well, Sonal. I must say, you've already set the bar so high. I hope we make the viewers feel that it's worth their time. Yeah.
Of course, we are going to do it. So I'm sure everybody is very anxiously waiting for what is this Read to Lead about. So Vasundhara, in brief, can you tell us what is this initiative? What is Read to Lead exactly?
Read to Lead is we generally meet monthly, that is specifically on first Sunday of every month. And the timings are 9 to 11. And this March we'll be completing 4 years. So before pandemic, thank you. So before pandemic, we used to meet physically in SIS College of Management at Nerul. But then post-pandemic, we are doing it virtually. And so it's basically a learning platform for people to come and authors or industry expert or an eminent speakers come and speak on the book, a particular book. And then the forum is open for everybody to discuss and, share their views, share their perspective. And it becomes a very, very rich experience, learning experience. And it's completely free. It's a completely non-commercial endeavor of mine.
I understand. I know about this. And it's really a great work that you're doing. But what inspired you, Vasundhara, to do this, take up this initiative?
Inspired, if you ask me personally, Sunil, I'm a learner. I'm a trainer, yes, by profession, but I personally believe very strongly the day you say, the learning is done, I'm done with the learning, or learning stopped, or I don't need any more learning. I personally feel you're dead. So learning is a continuous process. I completely believe in that, and that was there in my mind that something has to be done. I completely believe that there is a learning community who would love coming together and physically actually interact and share their insights, but such forums are not really available as we see. And then I thought we have to do something, and what better than having a particular anchor as a book, so then you have one particular topic to discuss. Otherwise it will just become a coffee meet, which doesn't have a specific subject. That was lingering around in my mind for a very long time, Sonal, almost for 1.5 years. Uh, but somehow, I was still thinking non-commercial. Can I go ahead? Will I be able to really invest that much time and be, once you do commitment? So, and after 1.5 years, just like you and me, I was sitting with few friends, and one of them just asked me, "What is stopping you to go ahead with this?" Maybe the time had come. It was just a kick on my butt, maybe. And I thought, no, if you want to, you will always do. You'll not just keep thinking. And then you can say the universe was there to help me. Literally, Sonal, I just spoke to one friend. She connected me to the principal of one college. We got the place. I spoke to all the friends. They were ready. And since that day until today, Sonal, it's been such a fantastic, awesome, satisfying journey. We've never done, marketing as such. It's always been with word of mouth. Yeah, it's really been a fantastic journey since then till now. But the whole idea was to create a platform for learners, and through encouraging them, by reading the books, how you learn, basically emphasize on that point.
Great, great, great. So yeah, I know inspiration, and there has to be friends always around. Somebody who kicks the butt, like you say.
Absolutely.
We go.
Absolutely, absolutely. I completely agree.
Yes, and sometimes we really are so blessed to have people like this around us. That I mean, I'm sure you would want to thank all of these friends today on this platform.
Absolutely.
And on behalf of you, Vasu, I am thanking all those friends of yours who made you, who gave you this kick on your butt and made you do this initiative, because it's a beautiful initiative.
Absolutely, Sonal, that was one part. But after that also, to get that kind of love, to get that kind of loyalty, it's the people who have joined as members of initially, obviously they all were friends who generally come there to support. Kuch bhi ho hum aa jayenge, Fasu is saying. But then afterwards they really new members started joining in. They were coming in for Read to Lead. And as I told you, it's completely non-commercial project, but my banner has been sponsored by somebody. My people have actually handmade things like posters. When we have yearly celebration, anniversary celebration, somebody gets the cake, somebody gets the snacks, and my entire atmosphere, Sonal, is like it's a big family function. कहाँ होता है यार ऐसा? Where do you get this love? So yeah, thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody.
So in all these years, so now you're completing 4 years of Read to Lead.
Yeah.
In all these years, have you ever missed or skipped any of the committed sessions? Like you said, every first Sunday of the month you'll have. So has there ever been episodes where you have not been able to have the session? Forget the factors beyond your control, like too much of rain and then you couldn't go, or now this pandemic and all about the pandemic and how you have shifted from where you were to where you are now. We'll be talking about it soon. But otherwise, have you ever skipped a session? Do you remember?
If you ask me personally, I don't generally give commitment offhand, but एक बार, एकदम typical सलमान खान style, एक बार जो मैंने commitment कर दिया, तो मैं अपने आप से भी नहीं पूछता वापस. And it's almost like that. And I'm jokes apart. But I have not missed. I mean, since last 4 years, I think we'll be completing 4 years. We've just cancelled one program. That was when it was raining very heavily, and the speaker declared that she's just unable to, get a vehicle. All the members were there. We were there in the premises. Everything was still done, but it was just once. But otherwise,
yeah. If I'm not
yeah.
mistaken, this was in July
August.
2019. August
August.
2019, right?
Yes. August. It was raining like hell, and still people were ready. No, we are going to be there, and they all drove and they all were there. But somehow the speaker couldn't make, so it happens, and it was very genuine issue. But otherwise, not missed. And to tell you very frankly, Sonal, I'm a corporate trainer. I have to give dates sometimes 2 months in advance, and I have to take care of that. That Sunday cannot be compromised. To tell you very frankly, even this Sunday, coming Sunday, I had a schedule from 10 to 11:30, and it's a big client of mine. I generally, can't say no to them, but then I literally requested them that this is an endeavor I can't, miss. So can we just reschedule it? Thanks that, I really thank them because they rescheduled it at 12. So sometimes it may happen, they may just say no, but I'm ready for it because my commitment to lead is important. If I don't, I can't expect people to be regular. One part, and I don't want to miss a chance to say thanks to my family members today because Nitin, my husband, and my daughter Rucha, they are equally committed to the program because they are there, and especially when we used to do physically, Sonal, we had to arrange, we had to get the logistics part done, all the banners to be put, the computer has to be ready for the PowerPoint, and water bottles has to be kept, the ball pens and notepads. They were there. They never felt, why is she telling us to do? They are there. And few volunteers, they themselves named themselves as volunteers. Hum log bhi aayenge. And even after the session is over, winding up, that's a commitment. But for us, it was a happy journey. And yeah,
I'm sure
blessed.
your picnic bag was also there, is also there at all your sessions,
Absolutely.
Alibaba ki potani from that, things just keep coming out.
Absolutely.
That speaks volumes about your commitment and I wanted to ask you this question because I have been associated with you now for about 3 years, and I also know about this initiative from that time. Me being me, I have not really got an opportunity to come and attend physically because I have my lectures during that time, Sunday lectures. So it becomes difficult for me, but I have got all your messages, and I know how dedicatedly you have done every single session and not missed it. And that's how I also had it on the top of my mind that there was this one lecture, one session during the rains, and that's why my question also was, forget the things beyond your control, but otherwise. True. There is, to all my listeners, my viewers, just how I would like to pinpoint Vasundhara's dedication to the initiative. 4 years and not missing a single session, it's not really a joke. It could be anything, And Vasundhara, how do you get your the reviewers? I mean, the people who are doing the reviews and the books and all that. I mean, it's so fantastically organized. Before the next session, you have already almost announced, कि next month में ये होने वाला है. So I mean, it really requires a lot of coordination on that front also.
Absolutely.
So how do you do
generally, the speaker for the next session is announced on the earlier date, announced on the earlier session. On the same day, you will see the flyer. You will see the link to register, and that also has been consistent. Not even once we have shared the flyer the next day. I think now that I see your observation is so acute and accurate that salute to you, Sonal, for that. So that you have observed it so well. Yeah, so we don't miss on that. But then about speakers, because it's a completely non-commercial event, we can't take anything for granted. So I generally speak to these speakers at least 4 to 5 months in advance, ask them for the availability, and every month I generally see to it that at least speak to them twice, so that in case, like, who moved my cheese, I need to know in case if there are any other plans. I'm the one who knows it beforehand. But with God's grace, barring one or two episodes or times, none of our speakers have changed their schedule, and they all are like eminent speakers. Let me tell you, great in their careers, great industrialists, people like Radhakrishnan Pillai, Anand Nilkantan, Greenston, so many authors, Greenston, Lobo, Udaipur, they're MDs, VPs of different companies. But I think they've always kept the commitments, and we've been lucky. We've been lucky. Not only that, Sonal, they keep asking me, "और कब बुला रही हो?" I mean, I feel humbled. I feel overwhelmed that they still love this, speaking to our audience, and that credit goes to my members, my evolved members, because the kind of experience they also provide to the speaker with, as you say, Shishya requires Guru, a Guru requires Shishya too. It's the same way. We require the speaker, but the speaker also requires that kind of interactive audience. I'm sure they must have had a great experience speaking at our forum. And that's the reason I've not really had trouble getting real good speakers for Read to Lead. Touchwood. God has been great.
I'm sure, and I'm sure there's a lot of efforts that goes from your end also to, in order to get all of them. It's not a easy task actually. And who's your audience generally? You spoke about the speakers. You've given a couple of names who have come and done book reviews. Who is the audience? Who are the ones who comes to listen to these book reviews?
Yeah. See, to begin with, obviously, you start with your friends. So they were all my friends who were, executives or managers or trainers or, entrepreneurs. That was the group which we started with. But now, if you see, we have students, we have entrepreneurs, we have executives, we have trainers, we have authors in the audience sometimes. We have authors with 6 or 7 books published already in the audience. So generally, people who have retired from a very high post, housewives who really want to know what's happening and know about different books. We have a yoga teacher, so it's a cross section. It's a entire everybody is there who loves books, who loves learning. So now it's the entire gamut. I think everybody's there.
And this is all word of mouth publicity, right? So like you will tell me and I will tell my friend and then my friend will go and tell somebody else. It all happens like this because I've never seen.
We do post it on FB and LinkedIn, but beyond that we have, I personally believe word of mouth will works better than, somebody else just sending you an SMS or WhatsApp.
True. So, you were always holding these sessions in the college, you said, and now during pandemic you had to, there was no option but to do it online. So you've transited from online to offline. So how has this transition been? What was your experience when you did this transition from offline to online?
It's such a nice and lovely question, Sonal. Why? I'll tell you why it's lovely. It's because the very basic reason why we started Read to Lead is because I saw everything is on social media. I thought people are just going digital, and there is a huge need for people to actually, see each other, meet each other, and interact with each other. And that physical energy, generally when we meet, it synergizes, and that was happening when our physical sessions were happening. I wish you would have witnessed that. Every Sunday when the session is there, we all used to dress specially for Read to Lead. It's complete energy. Everybody is hugging, asking, okay, which books, now you were reading or what's happening in your life. Before the session, people used to come for at least 15-20 minutes early just to catch up, and it was a great networking platform. So many people actually got jobs, got connected, got projects, and they always came and told me, was, you know what, I met him or her at Read to Lead, and this job was done. Because ultimately, when people come together, it also provides you a networking platform. And that was the core thought when we decided that we want to start Read to Lead, and it worked. But then obviously pandemic hit, and I think everybody, yeah, everybody had to throw all the ideas that they had in the bin, because then new game, new rules. And I think March we did our last session physically. That was with Radhakrishna Pillai sir, and that was our anniversary session. So a huge high. And now that we are looking at the world in a very different, we are planning to have 2 more chapters added, and that was the announcement done. And suddenly COVID happens, and I was total no Sonal, for virtual. But my members started saying, no, you should not allow the momentum to go down. And otherwise, generally out of sight, out of mind. When we start, it will be again from zero. So why not virtually? And almost for 15-20 days, I was still saying no, that's not, that atma isme hai nahi, jo read to lidki hai. But luckily for me, everybody was no, so we have to do. And within 4 days, I spoke to my trainer friend Sham, and he said, yeah, if learners are there, if platform is ready, why not? And I announced it. Within 4 days, we had our first, so not even 1 month we missed. In April, we had the first session. And I think it was Art of Communication, so done by Shamaya. And post that, then we kept on doing virtual sessions. First 2-3 sessions, I was, you can say anxiety was there, or, I thought technology may work, may not work. But no hiccups. Somehow we managed, and month after month we kept on doing. And in fact, now I have understood that now the platform is available globally. People are joining us even from US. Somebody, he has just shared his testimonial, Mr. Shirish Bellapuri, who is ex-MD of Zydus Hospira. He stays in Ahmedabad. So he said, I'm so happy now it's virtual. Every month I can attend these fabulous sessions. So yeah, it's actually proved it has its own advantages, though. Yeah, we miss that energy.
You miss that energy.
But
I have attended your online sessions, and I still feel, because prior to the session, people are like logging in, and then there is cross talking happening from here to there, and there's a lot of excitement and energy that we see, even on the online sessions. So have the numbers increased now because of the online presence? More people can join in. So
number of members, obviously, because every 2 months we generally send certain things to share with their members, some interviews to be shared with the members, and they share it in their contacts. So by word of mouth, or somehow, because now we are regularly doing certain sessions. Yes, there is an influx of people, members more, and attendees are also more. But again, let me tell you one more thing, which is, because everything is online, Sonal, there is so much happening. There is also a fatigue, of digital space.
Yes.
And let's face it, everything is happening online. People are doing their job online. Students are attending their classes online. Housewives are learning their recipes online. You, me are chatting online. So again, on Sunday to have sessions online, there is a fatigue. But luckily for us, there are our loving members who don't fail to, amuse me, surprise me by the presence. And with God's grace, we've been getting regular attendees on these sessions also.
I would again like to thank these members of yours who insisted that we should
Definitely.
go online and do these sessions
Definitely.
and not have a break in the Need to Lead initiative. So my sincere thanks to all of them. You may convey this thanks,
Definitely.
to all these people. So would you prefer going back to offline, Vasu?
Yes, we want to go offline, obviously, because I told you that's the soul, and that was the core, reason or mission, that we have to, bring people together physically and discuss a book. And trust me, the interaction is completely on different level when you meet physically. But now this is a challenge that we've faced. So we have started virtual, and somehow that has also worked. So we would like to keep both, is what is the suggestion. We will have physical sessions too, and we will record it and also share it with people. So those people who cannot attend physically, because it's sometimes difficult to drive down every time, or people who are in Ahmedabad, or people who are now our members and who are globally present, they can see it online. Is how I think we're going to decide on that. So we'll have best of both worlds.
Yes, best of both worlds. So any expansion plans? Like I heard you saying, you were speaking about two more chapters. So what is that plan that you have in store?
Yeah, there were many who actually were inquiring that, can we start read to lead sessions, and you need at least one person who is committed, because otherwise, the one person who is now going to conduct will be his baby. There is nothing like, read to lead as a franchise or anything. It's a concept. Anybody can do it if you are committed, if you really believe into the concept, if you really are sold to this idea of getting people together and encourage them learning and reading books. I think it can be done by anybody. So inquiries were there, but getting place, we were lucky in Navi Mumbai. Maybe we really got people who said immediately yes for giving the place. But places like Santa Cruz or Andheri, to get a place which is on Sunday morning, to get it free, because it's a non-commercial event and we didn't want to charge members, was little difficult. But then there were inquiries, and we were planning to have two chapters, one in Western Suburb and one in US. So, but then it's still on hold. Yeah. So before I declare, let's have all the cards in place, and then we'll definitely declare.
And fingers crossed it will happen soon. Wonderful, wonderful. Read to lead. I mean, I'm always very sort of excited about, and I remember so many times I have said, now next session I'm going to go, next session I'm going to go, and then there is something or the other, either my lectures happening or some family commitment, and I would really not be able to do it. Even now, in the past 3 months, every first Sunday I have had my lectures. So I have my lectures from 10 o'clock onwards. So it doesn't make it doesn't make it possible also to log in at 9 o'clock and then do my lectures, because I also have to do my last minute reading and all of that. So somehow it doesn't happen. But yes, I have attended and seen a couple of heard a couple of these sessions, which were really fantastic. The audience was really great. So very happy for you to start this, and very happy for all those people who are getting benefited by this session. It's a nice thing to happen, and I'm sure I remember myself, you had told me once, Sonal, you can also start if you want to do it. But Vasu, it really takes a lot of commitment, is what I have seen from you. And it may that fear of whether I would be able to stand to that far along with your commitment is something that has always deterred me. And I've always been like, Sonal, you're fine where you are. Maybe this is not for you. But yes, I don't know. Someday, taking inspirations from you, I may be one of your chapter holders.
I am waiting. since you just were sharing about your, inability to join on Sunday, I would like to share something really interesting.
Yeah.
When we were deciding on time slot for and which day, whether it should be Saturday evening, Sunday morning, or Friday evening, or which time. So, that way, if you see, every slot is going to be busy for few and available for few.
Correct.
And when we decided at 9 to 11, obviously there were so many who said Sunday morning, 9 o'clock. Are you crazy, man? That's the only day when Mumbaikars actually want to sleep, get up late, have that, chai in bed, have that breakfast at 10, 10:30, and then, we'll think of something. So keep it 11 o'clock. And yeah, I completely agree with this argument. But I also thought this is going to be a screen to really know, to those people who are seriously interested in learning, will make that time, will make, get up early in the morning. There are women who come, and in fact, in our members, if you see, it's 60-40. We have generally 60% of women. So they're making their breakfast, they're getting their kids, to their classes, or asking their husbands to take care of, few things in the morning on Sunday, get ready and are there at 9 o'clock sharp. And we are very particular about time. So that itself becomes a kind of an screen. And, so you get really committed people there. And that's the reason you don't get people who are just coming there, kuch karne ke liye abhi hai nahi, to aa jao, wahan baith jao. But definitely people who are interested in learning used to turn up, and even I think virtually, to commit that 2 hours on Sunday morning when you're busy baking breakfast. There are guests, the maid is coming little late. On that day, you have a bank person coming and talking to you. There's so many things happening on Sunday morning. But then if you're giving that time, you're also telling yourself that this is my time and I better spend this time on upskilling myself, and I trust this forum. So I think that all that has happened. So I think that itself is an indication that Read to Lead has created that kind of an momentum. So I just thought I'll share this. Why 9 to 11 in the morning? Yeah.
I'm really glad you did it. So this is about Read to Lead, and I'm sure the ones who are watching us, the ones who will watch us later, they will all really be very happy to and excited about this. But so if anybody wants to join this this initiative, how can they join?
It's available. It's available for anybody and everybody. We are on FB. We have our page, so you can join that. You keep getting, regular updates about speakers, the next book which will be discussed. You also get to know who all attended. You also get to know, in snapshot what was done in the session, earlier session.
Read to Lead.
Read to Lead.
Read to Lead.
So just type out Read to Lead, and I think you will reach, and just ask for joining the page, and you can join. So that is the one way. We also have WhatsApp groups. We also have a group on Telegram, because with WhatsApp there was some problem earlier. We thought we'll shift on Telegram. So on Telegram also we are available. We have a page on LinkedIn also. So you can join any of the forums and stay connected, and just register for the event. You get a link, and you can join us. It's there for everybody.
Yeah, so maybe after the chat in the description, I will, put these things so that people who want to follow you there, join you there, can all go get there and join you. So this is about Read to Lead. And if you all have heard in my introduction, I have spoken many other things that this woman, this phenomenally dynamic woman has been doing. So, Vasu, could you quickly tell us about some of your other initiatives, some of your training programs, and in particularly, I would like to hear about your Excel influencing program that you are on these days.
Okay.
I would like to hear about that.
Okay. So as a corporate trainer, specifically working in the domain of attitude training and behavioral training, as you've already mentioned in the beginning, I do workshops, and they all are experiential workshops. What do I mean by experiential? There is no, gyan download, or it's not a classroom training. The training is done through games and role plays and skits and drama, and with usage of lot of facilitation tools. And we do open house programs where a particular workshop is declared, and people can pay and be part of the program. I think one of the programs you were there for, breakthrough communication or
Breakthrough communication.
negotiation, breakthrough conversations.
Conversation.
Correct. You were also part of it, which we did it at Hotel Peninsula.
Hmm.
And so that way we have open house, or we also conduct workshops at client's place. And typically the programs would be in negotiation skills, art of conversation, breakthrough conversations, or leadership programs. So everything that comes in attitude or behavioral domain, time management, self-limiting beliefs. These are few of the programs which I do. Specifically for women, I have one session called Durga, which is only for women, just to let her know that she has everything that she needs is just inside. You just need to connect with yourself, and sky's the limit for her. And we've actually seen women taking that lead in their life after the session. It's been a very, very satisfying experience to see the transformation after the workshop called Durga is attended by women. And as the pandemic hits, game changes. Suddenly I'm like, oh God, I can't do sessions virtually, because my participants need to see my energy. It has to be done through games. How can you do it virtually? But Sonal, we always find out ways. Once you accept that now this is a reality, and you will have to make your way out of it. So then, somehow I learned the virtual ways to interact and how to make things interactive on virtual platform. And then with whatever I knew so far in last 12 years has been my training journey. Everything I have clumped it up together in this Excel influencing, program. Earlier, I used to always do 1 day sessions, morning to evening. So, you create that kind of high. At the end of the session, people will come and tell you, Sundara, the session was so good, and I learned this, but I never got to actually see the change. And that was something that was always there in my mind. But as you say, I said, oh my God, what is it now? Pandemic, and I'm going nowhere. It actually gave me an opportunity to deal with the same batch for 1 month. So we have 20 hours, 20 days sessions, and we deal with everything. Self-limiting beliefs. There is always something in the past which is holding you from what you want to achieve now. So you deal with that. You deal with today's confidence issues, your energy issues, your emotional issues, your communication issues, your rapport issues, your relationship issues. So all that we address. We also make them aware about certain NLP tools with which you can use to connect with people. And we also talk about goal setting, and through visualization, through so we also make them understand how you can connect your subconscious level and get that energy into your the day-to-day energy, and use that power for your success. And so far, we've already completed 5 batches in this pandemic of 9 months. So it's a month program. And we've got lovely participation, and everybody has, they can vouch for the program. We've already shared the testimonials on YouTube. You can just go on the YouTube and check out. And we've got even participation from students, participation from housewives, executives, entrepreneurs, general managers of MNCs, associate directors of MNCs, and salespeople. Everybody has something to take from it, because I personally believe the framework remains same for everybody. You have to put your challenge into that, and you have to work around and get your solution. So somehow, that journey has been, so, as I said, I never got to see the change, Here, what I teach on the first day, I come to know on the fourth day, Sonal, whether they've used it, where they were, stuck up, or where they've actually got the solution. And it's been such a fabulous, satisfying journey for me as a trainer. So, yeah, you can say, I don't want to say COVID has helped me discover a few more things, but yes, I will say every challenge allows you to discover more of you and more opportunities, which has definitely happened, which has
I'm
definitely.
sure. I'm sure. I'm sure. Uh, so we are towards the end of the session today, and it was such a lovely chat,
I
Vasu.
loved it.
I'm
I
so
loved it.
glad that for some reason we connected the other day, and I just said, Vasu, I would like to do this chat. Would you like to do it with me? And you were also, yeah, okay, I'm all right. We can do
All
it.
game.
And we'll do this chat today, and I'm sure there would be a lot of people who will see this because I have this experience, life. People may not be because at this time most of them are working from home.
I understand.
Most of my connections, they're all working class, and so most of them are there. But by evening, people will start seeing, and then there would be some comments that will come up. There would be some calls. There would be some WhatsApp messages. What was this? And that's the reason why I asked whether. So I will after the chat, after the switch off, I will put all those. I'll take from you the descriptions, and I'll put it on this, so that people who want to connect with you can connect with you.
Yes.
And come pandemic, no pandemic, this initiative has to go on. You are rocking, and you have to rock on more. And yes, someday I hope God gives me some sense
We will.
prevails from me.
We
And
will. This whole session is a signal from universe, Sonal, that we are going to connect in future. And I would urge every member who is listening to this talk,
yes.
join in this mission, join in this journey, and let's march together on this platform. Yeah.
So I had in particularly, asked my sister. I don't know if she's written great initiative, but I don't know if she's still watching us. Mrudula Rajesh, she's my eldest sister, and she's actually, she writes a lot, she reads a lot, and she's a Marathi literature postgrad, and she does a lot of all those initiatives. So I told her, Ki Tai, you attend this session today, and you see what Vasundhara does. Maybe you will also now. She's a banker, but a retired banker now, and she does a lot of things. So I said maybe this initiative will give you some kind of a direction, and maybe you may want to. So someday I will definitely connect you with her, Vasu, in person,
Yeah.
so that maybe if she
Definitely.
wants to take this forward somewhere, she can take it forward. So
Definitely.
on that note,
Definitely.
thank you so much.
Definitely. It's been great. I just love talking to you. It was not a FB Live chat. It was chatting with a friend, and I loved every
Yeah.
minute of it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all our viewers, and have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.